I guess we gotta get closer. Should be right here. Oh, it's probably this one.
That's Mrs. Marley.
Oh,
she
this
used to live
quest.
down the road. I wonder if she's got anything useful. Oh, bollocks. I've become a ghoul. Don't mind me.
You did it, didn't you?
Oh, great. Now I've got a rock.
Man, this umbrella is
Can't we just
absurd.
agree to disagree? What have we come to?
Well, let's put that away. Okay, yeah, I remember doing this quest. I've actually done it before. There are like, they really didn't add any new side quests to this external area. They just took the ones that they already had and just kind of threw them out here instead. It's very strange.
Lovely. Simon says, sing Rule Britannia. Rule Britannia, Britannia.
Okay.
Save a bit for the next minute.
I don't think we actually have anything useful up here. I was hoping to get some more of those Healy flowers. I mean, realistically, I think I have an absurd amount to begin with, so it's not like I'm really hurting for them. Yeah, these are all blue currants. I'm glad I turned off the survival mechanics. They weren't very interesting. Yeah, it really doesn't look like there's anything of any real merit out here. There's like a well.
Oh, it doesn't kill you?
Well, that's not a well. Might be something on this corner, but if there's not, then we just get out of here. Ooh, good. More Healy flowers. Remember, for those of you watching, if I happen to do something particularly superhuman, remind me to write it down. Anything that comes off as wildly out of the ordinary.
Simon says, bid.
Okay, we have some notes to read. Interrogation report. Interrogation of Daniel Douglas by Constable Jack Constable. Subject lives at number 2 Swallow Street, St. George Home. Subject states that the fog was particularly thick last night. He had to go to the window to shut it, as his living room was becoming particularly clammy. He heard a scream. It frightened him, and he screamed too. At that, a woman came half out of the fog. She seemed to be struggling with someone. She opened her mouth as if to call him. But then he noticed a line of red across her throat. Then she collapsed. Then a man came out of the fog and stared at him. He says the man's face seemed oddly familiar. The man disappeared into the fog. He was about to call for help when a voice whispered very close, "I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time." At that moment, he closed the window and went to hide under his bed. At this point, the subject became quite distraught and began shouting that the constabulary must stop this miscreant forthwith. A doctor was summoned, Dr. Trelawney, who administered the usual dose of joy. At this, the subject perked up quite a bit and departed. No woman's body was found on Swallow Street. However, a jubilator had recently passed the scene of the alleged incident. Oh, that's one. Turbo harvesting. Okay. Let's see. So, request for persecution. From Sergeant to Constable Brevin. Dr. Verloc continues to agitate the apprehension and detention of his former protégé, Miss Sally Boyle, claiming she purloined and absconded with his formula. Tell him to fuck off. Again? Ah, it must be Thursday. Tell Dr. V to fuck off. Polite-like. Even if she wasn't the only source of Blackberry, the General would have our heads. So, to Mrs. Beatrice Darlimple, from Sergeant. I recognize the need for isolating Dr. Faraday Ducenay. Nane? Yeah. Dunsinane house. However, you cannot ask us to patrol Lude's home. The island is crawling with berserk wastrels infected with the plague. I was reading that as inflicted and infected, and I couldn't pick which. I can't place my constables at the mercy of mobs, of homicidal lunatics spouting Old English. And if, God forbid, one of them were to come back bitten or scratched, well, that's it for good old Maidenholm. If you must, appoint someone you trust to look in on her. How about Bobby Hickenbottom? He's loyal, if not terribly reliable. And if you got bitten, no great loss. Oh, yeah. Can survive any fall. Okay. So why are we marking these down? Because it's funny, honestly. I actually really want to do this in any series in the future where we're supposed to be if we're supposed to be playing a game about, like, kind of just a totally normal dude, I want to start writing down the things that make them weird. You know, that make them superhuman. I want this list of bizarre superpowers that, you know, most people wouldn't normally have. You know, if I was in this position, many of these things I simply could not do. And I kind of want to just write them down. I don't know, it'd be fun. Okay, Downer report. Constables should be on the lookout for a tall male Downer, about 11 stone, brown glasses. Suspect may use illicit drugs to appear to be on joy. Although apparently inoffensive, subjects should be regarded as violent and extremely dangerous. Assess, approach, and apprehend. But if by bad luck an unusual amount of force is required for the constable's safety, no one will be terribly put out if the subject goes the way of the jubilators. Tub. Dearest Kate, I've found a boat. Not a real boat, of course, barely more than a washtub with a washcloth for a sail. But the smaller the vessel, the more likely we are to sneak past the patrol boats, don't you think? I know nothing about the currents, but it must be pretty hard to sail west and not land on Ireland. I haven't seen you in 7 days. I hope you're all right. I'll look for you in the shadow of the crashed V1 at noon on Saturday. I hope to God you get this. If not, I'll try and come back for you, if I make it. I love you. I hate these times. Love, Tony. Miss Marley's letter. Dearest Archie, I doubt you'll ever read this, darling, but if you do, please forgive me. I know you wanted me to wait for the fourth flavor, but I couldn't. The vomiting was bad enough, but the memories came back. They began screaming every day, or all day, every day, all day. And the steam whistle, and those horrible steel wheels, every day. I still hear them out there, but it's quiet. If you talk to them a bit, they'll quiet down, even though you know you're lying to them, and they know it. It's a ghost town here. The streets are crowded with ghosts. Most of them are friends. But there's very little to eat. I hope to make my money last a bit longer. But I put it in a safe for keeping, and I lost my key. You'd mock me for a silly woman, but I haven't eaten in days. I think if I can get this safe up to the roof, I can drop it onto the pavement, and if all goes well, it'll break open. I wish you were here to help. You're so good mechanically. And Vector. My dear Dr. Byron, I spotted what seems to be a case of full-blown plague in the Garden District. Of course, my colleagues and I immediately resolved the matter. I don't suppose anyone could have got across Ludholm's bridge. It would be well to check. Assuming that Vector is still shut off, we must consider the plague to be possibly waterborne. In that case, dumping the bodies of the victims in the river needs to cease forthwith. Don't you think? It's bad enough what already gets through the filters of the water plant.
Now the game is over.
Hey, thank you, Ronnie Sunny, for the sub. So you have tons of Pathfinder books. Want me to peruse an ideal class combo? Maybe. I mean, based on all of his, like, stealth and attacking skills, he's probably a rogue. Or, like, kind of one of those, like, weird rogue fighter hybrids.
One of these days, I really ought to explore those caves.
See, if he puts up a block, even with his arms, he doesn't feel pain. Let's see. Okay, so he has unbreakable limbs. So you only ever watch YouTube, wondering how far ahead this is compared to that. Let me check. It's, Oh, geez. Probably a good 7-8 hours. I'm very far ahead in this. I like to pre-record many of my videos for every series if I can. Some series I don't manage to get as much of a backlog for. Like I'm out of Chasms, we'll have to record that in a little bit. Okay, so we want to sleep for 4 hours.
Sleep. The poor man's dinner.
Let's see. But yeah, I like to have, like, you know, a massive backlog if possible. And obviously, like, I kind of have to I have to kind of balance it based on, like, what people want to see and stuff. So people are asking about, when am I doing No Man's Sky again? The answer is, I have no idea. The game's kind of broken, and I have, like, a month or two long backlog.
Hello?
Hello. Please hold your invitation up to the camera.
I don't exactly have an invitation as such, just a healthy curiosity.
It's a private club. You must have an invitation.
Let's see, ninja. Ninja would kind of work, but we don't really fight like a ninja. I was thinking more swashbuckler. Ow.
I see you. You're coming with me.
Go.
Ow!
Well, that went about as well as expected.
Look who I...
That's the guilty bugger right there.
There they are! Stop them!
Okay, so this is one of the dangerous ones.
Put that down.
Yeah, there we go. I love Lucky Strike.
Just lie down.
Alright, so I've actually never robbed one of these guys. And yes, they do have leather suits. Well, let's put this away. Theme nights, Mondays, knickers, Tuesdays, spanking, Wednesdays, naughty nurses, Thursdays, pony play, Fridays, quilting, also breath control, Saturdays, wet room, Sundays, penitence and redemption. Also safe. So, Sovereign, Short Spike, Jimmy Bar, Dig Spot, and Vomit Bomb.
Percy, they said you got a caning at school.
Yes.
Did it hurt very much?
No.
Are you sure you're going to be alright?
Yes.
Do you understand why?
Why? What?
Well, why you got the caning.
Yes.
Did you really kick a rubbish bin into Leslie Crowden's face?
No, I didn't.
Right. Did you kick a rubbish bin?
Yes.
Did it then go into Leslie Crowden's face?
I didn't see him. I didn't see him. He came around the corner. He came around the corner.
Oh, that's not at all your fault then.
Oh, good. Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
I hate it when you're sarcastic.
I know.
Oh, what's this one? Gold members as of October 1964. Allgood Peter, Berkeley Teresa, Butter Clarissa, Dashwood Sir Francis, Doddington George, Duffield Francis, Montague Mary, Lady, Murray Fanny, Quincy Thomas D, Selwyn George, Sickert WR, PC Sickert, exclamation mark, Tinker Bell Vanessa, Van Sittart Robert, Verloc Doctor, don't call him Anton, Ward Juliet, Ward Justine, Whitehead Paul, Wilkes John, do not admit, Lightbearer Nick, suspended for cause, Worthing Jack, very behind on dues. Note, Miss Boyle is always welcome, although she no longer pays dues. Interesting, so our, like, pseudo not love interest. Oh boy.
Oh, I look like an utter perv in this suit. At least I'll fit in among pervs.
Wrap your entire body in rubber. Reduces electrical shock. Alarms anyone who's not a rubber
On the
fetishist.
other hand, it ought to protect me against electricity and lightning and things.
Electric truncheon. Antiseptic stuff. What? Did you think I wasn't going to loot this place thoroughly as well? You'd be mistaken. Oh, and this is her special back room, which is kind of disgusting, mind you. Okay. We'll look at that later. A lot of rubber catsuits. I'll have to resell some of them. Loose clock. Neat. Anything else in here? Scotch, glass bottle. Oof, gross. Okay, theme nights. More glass bottles. And nothing there. Let's see what this leads me to. Dead rat. Sanitary. Oh, and we're just back here.
I'm guilty.
Right. I can take his... Just relax. Don't question it.
I have done questioning.
I feel like did I do this?
Very bad.
Tickles so good.
The tickler. Gross.
Not that hole.
Council worker ID. Out to punish me. Dear Mistress Wanda, I'm so sorry about bursting into tears the other night. I was truly inappropriate when you were doing such fine work with the paddle. I'm sorry I objected to being swallowed after, especially since it was my stupid idea to have you sing Take the Key and Lock Him Up, My Fair Lady. I just meant it to be generally mocking, you know? It's not supposed to bring up old feelings in myself, let alone you. I'd be very grateful if you would punish me very harshly tonight. Please accuse me of being a truly wicked man. I've done things to an innocent person. Please accuse me of being a coward for not leaving the constabulary. A real man would have done the right thing and go off to the Blackberry. Please accuse me of being a liar for pretending to forget. A real man would face his nightmares. Thank you, Mistress Wanda. Forgive us this safe and private place. What would we do without you? Oh, Bobby Hickenbottom.
Gotcha.
What am I doing?
I mean, at this point, we've gone from... Did he
Look, I don't even want to be here.
jump? That was weird. He just kind of appeared.
I've been a very bad.
Well, anyway, what else do we have here? Some scotch, some barf money. Let's see. Oh my god, are these... No, they are 3D models. They're just clipping into each other. For a second, I thought they were a,
Well, in Rome, I suppose. Oof. They probably do this in Rome, don't they?
Increase the voltage.
That's new.
Yeah.
Who's there? Oh, I'd love to chat, but I'm so discombobulated right now. I can't find my magic wand. I mean, I know where it is. It's in the locker, of course. But I can't find my key. And John Cleland and his friends are coming. They do so love my magic wand. Do you think you can help me find my key? I have to tidy, you see. Could you bring it to me here? Don't touch anything. It's got to be just so for my guests.
There you are.
Did you see the Pipers match? Smashing!
Why are we doing this to each other?
Is there nothing in here? Oh no, there was. Well, anyway, I'm genuinely, like, quite speechless. I think since there's no one around here, no one... Yeah, there goes the alarm. No one can find me. I am an unstoppable person. Okay, so let's find this wand.
I've been a very bad boy.
Oh, I only locked one side. That's another electric truncheon. Is it marked on the map anywhere, or... I don't see a map marker. Golden record, Faraday. Oh. So the golden records are elsewhere. Okay. So I have no idea where to find this key. Oh, Madame Wanda notes. Julie found your clover clamps. They're in the couch. Told you no one stole them. Oh, that's for George. So where's this key? I missed a door upstairs. Well, I can't get into these rooms. Like, these rooms I'm not allowed into.
Is that her magic wand? I could use that as a sort of unbreakable head knocker. I have a feeling that's not what they use it for, though. Couldn't be better, thanks.
Well, hello, dearie.
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in nursery.
Okay, so I failed that quest. Uh-oh.
I've been a very bad boy.
Ah. So we failed that quest. So that's for security. I can disable it. We still don't have the key. Oh. Yeah, so it's not gonna let me do that one, even if I wanted to. Okay, let's go back to the... Yeah, check the sofa. I should have. Let's go back to the most recent save or something. We might have to go back through this area, but I mean, there pretty much was nothing. And honestly, nobody even comes in. So when was this saved? A minute ago. Ooh. Well, okay, we go back a little bit, but that's fine. Save's coming, of course! There's only a limited number of side quests in this game, and failing any of them is kind of wildly inconvenient. So I'd rather saves come instead. I probably should have saved before I did anything risky, but... Oh well. Love the title art for this game. There's a...
Shit.
There's honestly, like, a lot to like about this. It's just... Like, it really does feel like they kind of wasted the last 2 years. I have no idea. They must have been building these, like, later areas, but at the same time, like, they did very little to actually, like, expand the game. It's still kind of the same thing. Let's see, does saves come and give Arthur time travel powers? That's more like me. Every game generally has saves coming, so that one's a little bit harder to factor. Like, that's not an Arthur-specific-ish power. Ish. Okay, well, anyway. Let's do that again. And, I mean, I can pretty much go in,
Hey, that's not your house.
What the cat?
Just lie down.
Wonder did it.
Right, I've had it with you.
Well, this is going to be a bit of a... Holy crap.
Who's there?
No down in here. Fire down the hell! Vengeance is mine.
Yeah, there I go. Interesting. I kind of messed that one up. Oh, weird. You can see through the environment. Well, it's life. You have the wrong suit on. No, last time I did that, I only had to fight a couple of people. This time I had to fight everybody, which is confusing. Didn't help that we just randomly had like a bunch of sick up tea for no good reason. Anyway.
This won't hurt a bit.
Oh. Just straight up a Reform Club invitation right there. Well.
Hello. Please hold your invitation up to the camera. Oh, yes. That's lovely. Do come in. More of us every day.
Should clear up soon, I imagine.
I don't think your tastes are quite particular enough to enter, if you know, catch my drift. Perhaps you should go play snooker instead.
I suppose I should come back entirely covered in rubber.
Okay, so this time let's do it right. Yeah, because realistically I did this without stealth last time and it was totally fine. I know it's the wrong suit. Oh, am I still wearing... I'm still wearing the tattered clothing, aren't I? I'm surprised he didn't immediately get suspicious or mad at me for that.
At least I'll fit in among pervs. On the other hand, it ought to protect me against electricity and lightning and things.
Oh, that was convenient. Why was this guy just hanging out here? Next to a pile of vomit. Gross. Oh, loot's randomized. Oh, that makes it easy. Yeah, it does. Part of the reason why I wasn't, like, terribly buggered about the whole, having to start over thing. Or start over, having to, go back a little bit. It's a lot faster the second time around. Still have to loot everything, though. Which is kind of inconvenient. But that's okay. Okay, Sovereign, dig spot, the usual. What was that noise? I have no idea. Alright, whatever. Alright, Jack. I have nothing to deal with. Oh, Batbird got the Alpha branch for a call from the Mother Gunship. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that another day. Unfortunately, I gotta get through games. This, mainly. A little bit of Chasm. Alright.
Clear off, you rotten prude.
I suppose I should come back entirely covered in...
Am I... not? Oh.
Ooh, delighted
Rubber.
to see you. Always nice to meet a new friend. I don't think you belong here. Bugger off.
I suppose I should come back entirely covered in rubber.
Ooh, delighted to see you. Always nice to meet a new friend. Clear off, you rotten prude.
I suppose I should come back entirely covered in rubber.
It's not the shoes. It shouldn't be the gas mask. Luckily, it didn't matter. Luckily, it doesn't matter. Let's pick that up. Now, unfortunately, we still have to find her key or magic wand or whatever. Can I seriously not close that off? I guess I can't. Alright, whatever.
Right. I can take his stuff, and then I can walk across the bridge to Lud's home with his credentials, can't I?
Okay, so we've already read all of these. Oh, search couch. Nope, it has sovereigns in it. Some birthday stuff. We should probably save now that we've gotten in, arguably bloodlessly. Let's see. There we go. Isn't that her magic wand?
This won't take a minute.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm looking for the key.
Look at them! They've got blood!
I'm putting a stop to this right now. You know what I've done?
You might. What?
He did it!
All right. I've always liked you, actually.
Next time.
It's not personal. Why are we doing this to each other?
So that should work. Yeah, I'm still looking for the key. Oh, I never did check this. No, that's hallucinogen. Nothing in there. And there goes the alarm. Most people just don't look. Ah, there it is. Madame's locker key. Right in the couch. Like was told to us.
Where do you think you're going dressed like that?
I'm wearing a rubber suit. What am I supposed to be wearing? Thank you very much.
Can't we just agree to disagree?
I've been a very bad boy. Again. Shut that hole. I've done
Okay.
I'm guilty.
Let's see. Rubber boots. You don't have them on. Everybody else does. I haven't found a single rubber pair of rubber boots this entire time. Like, I'm wearing the rubber suit. I guess I have to, like, switch away? And then wear the rubber suit? Maybe? I'm mildly bewildered. It feels like this is more broken than anything else. Should hide the corpses. No, I don't need to hide the corpses. I think it just kind of broke. I'm gonna go rest for like an hour. We already got what we need. Okay, rubber suit was bugged for a coat at least. You had to reboot after putting it on.
To sleep.
That's weird.
A chance to dream.
You don't forget the wand quest. I was just hoping I could fix the rubber suit by just sleeping or something. But no, it looks like everyone is just permanently mad at me.
Hello. Please hold your invitation up to the camera. Oh, yes. That's lovely. Do come in. More of us every day.
Oh. He's back. Alright. Well, he woke back up. Doesn't look like anybody else did. Alright, well, let's just go try talking to this lady.
Who's there? Oh, I'd love to chat.
All right.
No. No.
I found your key.
Oh, you're a good egg, you are. That's a big relief. Mr. Cleland does so love my magic wand. All right, off with you. Shoo.
Oh, my heavens! They're dead!
What have we come to?
I mean, I have come to things. Oh, I don't have a short spike? Huh, weird. Alright, well, we can now make electric truncheons. Anything else? Trap panel? No books?
Is that her magic wand? I could use that as a sort of unbreakable head knocker. I have a feeling that's not what they use it for, though.
Okay, well, whatever. I guess I gotta make another one of these. Short spike. How many of these? Oh, yeah, I got plenty. I thought I had one. I must have looted from something else. Anyway, grab that. The golden knocker. What kind of noise was that? Alright, whatever.